This was spanning from December 29th into the afternoon of December 30th, which, as we know, not so coincidentally, is the exact same window of time when police believe that the murders occurred. So investigators also believe that he drove that roughly 900-mile round trip during that window of time when he conveniently left his cell phone behind. Which, let's just pause for a moment really quick, because I know I just said a 900-mile trip, and let's put that into perspective. Driving a 900-mile round trip is about 14 to 15 hours of driving, nearly nonstop, in winter conditions also, meaning that this wasn't some sort of casual drive or a spontaneous decision on his part. It was something that would have required planning, adrenaline, maybe even like stamina, and truly just a clear commitment to executing this plan, all without being detected. So as I mentioned, police believe that Monique and Spencer were killed just before 4 a.m., suggesting Michael would have had to have arrived in the middle of the night, meaning when the family was most vulnerable, asleep, not having their wits about them, not awake, not knowing what was happening. Then, after he allegedly gunned them down, he immediately fled the state. Now, after his arrest, Columbus police confirmed that Michael was found with a gun, and also that multiple weapons were recovered from his property. Investigators say that there is already a preliminary forensic link between one of those weapons and the murders, and the police also believe that the firearm that was used was equipped with what they are calling in their report as a suppressor, but also known as a silencer, which again is just one more detail that suggests he wanted to go as undetected as possible, especially with these two young children inside the home. Now, autopsy reports that have been obtained from the Daily Mail and People magazine are laying out the full extent of the violence. Early on, it was reported that Spencer was shot multiple times and that Monique was shot once. However, that is completely different now, according to the autopsy reports. According to the Franklin County Office of the Coroner, Monique was shot 9 times, including once directly to her face. She was shot 3 times in the chest, twice in her left upper arm, once in the right side of her torso, once in her right forearm, and once in her right hand. She also suffered abrasions on her chest and left forearm, along with a contusion on her left calf. Now, we don't know if they were in fact asleep when this happened or who he shot first at this point, but my thought, and I could totally be wrong, but when I read that she was shot in her arms, in her hand, to me, that appears to be defensive, as though she was trying to block things. So perhaps he shot Spencer first, so that because Spencer is maybe the stronger one and he wanted to subdue him first and then go after Monique, and maybe that woke her up and then she tried protecting herself. I don't know, but quite a lot of injuries. Spencer was also shot 7 times, twice in the chest, once in the back, once in the neck, once in the left ear, once in the left hand, and once in the right arm. He also had an abrasion on his left arm. So both deaths pretty early on were officially ruled as homicides because it was multiple gunshot wounds. And when you step back, I mean, truly the alleged history between Monique and Michael, her ex-husband, it starts to give more context as to why this may have happened. Because Monique and Michael were briefly married back in 2015. They also divorced less than 2 years later. According to court documents and also witness statements, Monique had confided in friends that Michael had been abusive and that he had threatened her life multiple times, both during their marriage and after their marriage. One witness even told detectives that Michael allegedly said that he could kill her at any time, that he would always find her, that she would, quote, always be his wife. Another witness alleged that Michael choked Monique and that he also sexually her during their relationship and marriage, which that is horrifying to think about. But then when you think about the next level this went to, I mean, to carry such a grudge, such this high level of resentment for nearly a decade. They divorced back in 2017. She's remarried. She has kids with this new husband. I mean, it's terrifying to think about that somebody is just like lying in wait, like stewing on this and just like so upset and you'll always be my wife, you'll always be mine, and just like feels that they have that entitlement and ownership and power over you. However, a family member told the Daily Mail that Michael's arrest came as zero shock. They said that the family did feel a little bit of relief because the truth was they had been expecting this all along, saying, quote, "We are all breathing a bit of a sigh of relief because they got him."